Hey YouTube, it's Jurracmaster. I was just gonna do a quick video on Tyrant's Temper. I think it's a really good card. Um, I really like the card because it gets around Jurrac's weaknesses, that being traps. I mean, you're not really gonna stop Dark Hole in this deck or anything unless you solemn it. So, one thing you don't like is attacking into everything like D-Prison and Mirror Force, getting bottom list. I've yet to check if it gets around counter traps. I believe it does because it was already out, but I never know with the weird rulings that are in this game, so I have to double check on that. So if you can stop yourself from getting warninged, then you're in good shape. The card works really well in this deck, especially anti-meta builds. I do still have to check to see if this stops your monsters from being able to be oppressioned, because once again that negates. I don't know if it stops monsters that get their summons negated from getting negated, because I don't know whether or not you actually get to have that work because their summon was negated. Still do have to check that. I'll try to post that when I find it out for sure, but I'm hoping it works because that would just make this a really good card for this deck. If not, so what, your monster gets negated. What I'm more worried about is it getting removed. And this really works well with a lot of cards in this deck. As you can see, the cards, it's a continuous, as you can kind of make out there. The resolution's not quite great enough, but they are unaffected by other traps, which means if you side into or main this skill drain, you get your effects and they don't get their effects. It's very nice. And another card it works well with is Torrential Tribute, because it's like another Dark Hole in the deck, except they have to summon first or you have to summon first, and your monsters aren't affected by it. So if you've got this set and Tribute your only monster to activate Tyrant's Temper, when you flip this, then their advantage goes away too. So I really do like Tyrant's Temper. It's a very good card in decks that can afford to get rid of a monster because they can play another one, or swarm, and that fear traps, which I would say is something Jurracs do fear, and Jurracs can afford to tribute a monster off, especially if it's a token or something. Here, I'm going to double check on that, on Storico tokens. There we go. Yeah, Storico tokens do work. Their no tribute condition is only on tribute summons, not tributes for other such things. So it would work for Tyrant's Temper, leaving you with another token or whatever. So I think this is a really good card for Jurracs. It's all I have to say on Tyrant's Temper for now. You might want to try getting some of these if you run Jurracs. I know I'm going to pick up more. Whether or not I'll ever run more than one is another story, but I do want to have a playset just so I can kind of mess around with it. It's not the same trying things on Dueling Network. I like building the decks when I actually have the cards. So there are things I'm looking for that I'll post on my wants for some weird builds, like I have a Frost and Flame Dragon build that I want to try again. I used to have it, but I got rid of the Frost and Flame Dragons. It's an interesting build, so keep a lookout for that. And if you like my videos, just subscribe to my channel or keep watch on my videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.